What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to see how to deploy DMVPN dual hub single cloud. And so far we deployed DMVPN, we secure, we have spoke-to-spoke communication, and everything is okay. Except that if we lose the hub, we have been using New York as the hub. If the hub becomes unavailable, we won't have communication at all on the other sides. So what we have is a single point of failure right now. So to provide some redundancy in case the hub becomes offline, we're going to make London also a hub. And that's why this is called dual hub, so we can have two or more hubs. And the spokes will be Dublin and Brussels. And we're going to test redundancy by shutting off New York and then see how the traffic flows using London, and then bringing back New York and powering off London, just to see if how does it plays, how the redundancy will be working. Okay, so let's start by deploying our tunnel. So let me start with New York configuration. I'll say hub. I believe this I have. Yes. Hub 1. Okay, so tunnel configuration. This is something that right now you already know. So first is the IP address and tunnel source. I'll use my E0 tunnel mode GRE multipoint. This is done, my tunnel. Now for NHRP, NHRP network 1, IP NHRP map multicast dynamic. This is done, and we're going to use phase 3 IP NHRP redirect. Okay, so what's going to be new here is that we have to statically map the other hub. So this is going to be, let me just say hub to London, and this is going to be IP NHRP map, and it's going to be 10.1 10.152 192. It's 192.16.06 if I'm correct. Yes. And also my multicast 192.16.06. Okay. And the routing protocol using EIGRP, so 10.150. And my local network is 10. As you already know by now, we have to ensure that split horizon is disabled. No, split horizon EIGRP1, and it's done. Okay, not so many changes so far, and that should be okay. Now for London, it's going to be up to, and what we have to change is the IP address and static mapping, and this should be 2. Oh no, yeah, it's okay. And 1.5, and it's London. Done, and I should see tunnel up and adjacency. Yeah, JP adjacency, and yeah, like sharp. There we go. And now let's start with spokes and Dublin. and it's going to be spoke 1. So the IP is going to be 3. Everything is the same except here in spoke we use shortcut. And now, yeah, now what is going to be new compared to what we saw previously? So we have to specify who is the NHS, and that's 10.151. Its NBMA IP address is 192.16.2. It's going to support multicast, and we have to give a certain priority 1 and should be part of a cluster group. Actually, it's going to be 1. So let me expand this a little more. Okay, and we're going to do the same for hub 2, and it's 10.152. Its NBMA IP address is 6, priority 2 and cluster, so they're part of the same cluster group. Okay, now we want that at any given time only maximum number of connections for that cluster group to be 2. And yeah, let me see, NHRP registration timeout and IP NHRP NHS fallback 10. It's missing here. So, and I want it to try to register at this specific time, and if it becomes offline, it is going to register to the other hub. Now, something that I want to highlight is that based on Cisco configuration guide, there are scenarios that actually they recommend that they should have, if the hubs have different priority groups, the priority preference, then the maximum number of connections should be 1. Well, it turns out I did different scenarios, and the ones that really work for me was by using these settings. So having different priorities, values, and having maximum number of connections to 2 instead of 1. And I believe that the idea was that at any given time, you only have a connection to one specific hub, and if that hub becomes offline, then you can connect to another one. The thing that was happening is once the first hub became offline, and he would be back online again, it wasn't just working. Okay, it just wasn't working. But you can try it out and let me know if you have a different result. Okay, so but this is what I actually made work. So, and we're going to see just in a moment with those settings, and I believe 10.1.3, yes. So now doubling. Whoa, what have I done? One and two, don't get it. Yeah, NHS 10.1.5.2. So I don't know. Multicast for NBMA 06 is already added. I'm not sure if I saved that before. Let me see on Brussels. No. NHRP I have. Okay, the show DMVPN I have. NHRP, NHS redundancy. It's running. I don't get why that error message. Okay, let's continue with Brussels. And now I have to change. Here is my tunnel IP address and what I'm advertising. Everything else is the same. Oh, that's curious. Yeah. Those days. Okay, so okay, I have EJP JGC. Everything looks great. Can just expand this a bit. IP, NHRP, NHS. Redundancy, you can see that they both running and available. Now, let's see how different this looks like, and what I want is to test from PC3 into PC4, and that should be 10.1.4.2. So the first packet should go towards the hub, and the hub that is replying right now 10.1.5.2, so it's going to London. And now we'll have spoke to spoke because it's going to add that shortcut. Okay, nothing new. So as we saw that first, it used it is using London as the gateway. So I'm going to shut down London, and I want to see how it is going to be affected. So let's run a continuous ping 10.1.2, repeat just a bunch of time. Let's see what it's going to be. The output shut. And debug IP. No. So you can see that London is down. It's trying to make the registration, and if I look the show IP, HIP label. Okay, so right now we only have one hub available. Okay, so I'm going to bring in online shut. It's back online. So everyone knows now. Let me see. So it's starting to make registrations. It's available even from NHRP. It is available. Okay, awesome. Now, what happens if I remove New York? New York is down. And we see that no packets lost until now. So we can say that it's real stable, and we have our control plane highly available. So what happens if I look at redundancy? You see that its status currently is changed to expecting. but right now we're only having London available. So obviously if I shut down London, so we should lose our packets. So NHRP right now still think it's up, and now it's done. Okay, so that's it, guys. Deploying DMVPN, dual hub, single cloud. Hope you guys enjoyed, and the next one we'll see how to deploy DMVPN, dual hub, dual cloud. Okay, see you in the next one.